This video is sponsored by the EA Creator Network. I'm not being paid, they just sent me the pack a little early. Hey Simmers! Today we're diving into the new Getaway system for The Sims 4 Adventure Awaits. Getaways are a new way to send your Sims off on a fully planned event, whether it's a romantic retreat, a skill-building camp, or a wild social experiment. Unlike standard event types, Getaways come with roles to play, activities to follow, and rewards to earn. There are a lot of customization aspects for Getaways and Adventure Awaits, so I'm here to break it down for you. Setting up a getaway. We can either open the calendar to add Getaway or open the phone travel app and select Plan a Getaway. First, we need to choose where and when our getaway will happen. In the Locations tab, we can select any eligible lot from the list. This includes custom venues, residential lots of unknown Sims, and more. Once we've selected our location, we need to select our time frame. There's a start time and an end time and a duration. We can plan anything from a few hours to multiple days. Our getaway can also repeat weekly on the calendar if we select the recurring weekly checkbox. After setting the location and time, the next step is deciding which roles will be part of it. This is where things get a little tricky because there are a lot of moving parts. In the Roles section, you'll see two tabs, Current Roles and Role Library. Current Roles lists all the roles included in this specific getaway. This is where you assign Sims, customize outfits, set default behaviors, and define role criteria. To add a new role to our getaway, we need to select Create Role. Once we've customized a role to our heart's content, it can be saved to the role library to reuse later. Each role listed in Current Roles can be customized to shape our Sims' behavior during the getaway. Make sure your household Sims are assigned to the role you want them to take part in. To assign a specific Sim to a role, we need to select the role's Sim portrait in the Current Roles panel. Then, in the Role Properties panel, select the Sim portrait again to open up the Sim picker. Keep in mind for non-household Sims attending the getaway, you don't have to assign them to specific roles. For any unassigned roles, the game will help fill in Sims who match the role criteria and the total Sim count we've set. Similar to other game functions, we can only have a total of 8 Sims at any time. Once all of that's set up, it's time to customize our schedule for the getaway. We need to add time slot, then choose when that time slot begins. Each time slot must be at least 3 hours long. 1 is the minimum amount of time slots, and there's no maximum. For each time slot, we can assign activities to every role by selecting them from the drop-down. This is where we define the role activities of what each role will be doing during that window of time, whether that's eating outdoors, kayaking around, socializing, or stirring up a bit of mischief. The main activity represents the central focus of the time slot. It's the shared moment that all Sims are expected to engage with, acting as the anchor for that part of the schedule. However, Sims will always prioritize their assigned role activity over the main activity. So if you want a Sim to lead or drive a key moment, be sure that activity is set under their role activity. This preset can be saved either as a new template or by overriding an existing one anytime in the Getaway Planner. Presets include both the roles and the full schedule and can be reused in future getaways or even attached to custom venues for quicker setup later. Getaways also have a cost or an earning. Depending on where you host it, your household can either spend or earn simoleons. If you choose to host a getaway in your Sims residential lot, your household will earn simoleons based on the number of Sims participating. Think of it like charging an admission to an exclusive getaway, and your household Sim becomes the host of that event. A great example of this would be running exclusive getaways for a bed and breakfast. On the other hand, hosting a getaway on any other lot, whether it's a park, gym, or custom venue, will cost simoleons. Larger, fancier venues with more participants will naturally cost more during the stay of the getaway. The full cost or profit is shown before finalizing your getaway, so you can always tweak your plans to fit your household funds. Getaway rules are where the fun really kicks in. This is where you customize the structure, stakes, and twists of your getaway. At the core of the system is elimination. If you choose to enable it, you can decide how Sims are eliminated and what criteria they're judged on. Only one elimination rule can be active at a time, and you can choose between two types. Lowest score loses and lowest progress loses. Lowest score loses judges based on the current status Sims arrive with at the getaway. For example, if you choose creativity elimination, the Sim with the lowest creativity skill upon arrival will be eliminated. On the other hand, the lowest progress loses is all about how much a Sim improves during their time at the getaway. So even Sims with low creativity skills still stand a chance to become the final winner. The Getaway Experience. In live mode, there's a compact schedule panel in the top left whenever a getaway is active. This gives you a quick overview of what's happening now and what's coming up next. Use it to keep tabs on the day's activities without diving into the planner. Need more details? Select the drop-down arrow to expand the full schedule. You'll see a breakdown of each role's assigned activity for the current time slot. Whether your Sim is the camp chef, love interest, or nature explorer, you'll know exactly what they're supposed to be doing. These activities help drive the narrative, but they aren't events with goals. There's no checklist to complete. Want to extend the fun or cancel the getaway? Select the X button at the top of the schedule to either extend your getaway or end it early. Just make sure your household has enough simoleons to cover the cost after extending. If not, your Sims may be forced to leave the getaway early. When an elimination rule is active, one Sim will be eliminated each day at a fixed time. This includes the first day as well, which could just be a few hours into your getaway. For player choice elimination, you'll be prompted to choose which Sim leaves, so each day becomes a critical decision point. Only one elimination happens per day, and the elimination sequence continues until a single Sim remains. However, if your getaway duration ends early before all eliminations are complete, the getaway will still wrap up without naming the final winner. To see the challenge through to the end, make sure to set enough days up front or extend the getaway as needed. If your household Sim gets eliminated during a getaway, you'll be given a choice to end the getaway immediately or reassign your household Sim into a different role to watch the rest unfold from the sidelines. Every getaway offers a chance for Sims to come back with rewards, memories, and maybe even a new side of themselves. If your getaway includes any active rules, Sims who stick it out to the end will earn themed rewards tied to those rules. These can include things like collectibles, potions, simoleons, or reward traits. As Sims participate in scheduled main activities, they build progress towards different activity categories, such as outdoor, social, or hobbies. By the end of the getaway, the category they engage with most may award them a special reward trait with lasting benefits, like faster skill gains. From the first activity to the final elimination, you've set the schedule, assigned the roles, and chose the rules. Whether your Sim walks away with rewards, rivalries, romance, or regrets, one thing's for sure: no two getaways play out the same. With this guide, I hope I've been able to help you plan your first getaway to let your Sims adventure begin. What kinds of getaways will you be creating in Adventure Awaits? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more Sims content. See y'all next time for our next simming session.